day of celebration.
Yeah, it was indeed. When you have the likes of Kwamwan, YJ, One Day Cold, all performing just like we have the other big artists to come perform during the opening ceremony. And just to wrap it up, Ogun State is short, and Ogun State open, right?
Yes, Enugu, they are the host for the 2026 National Sport Festival. And I don't know if you've had access to the voice of that's the commissioner for that's sports in Enugu, that's Lloyd Ike
Yeah.
where applauded Ogun State for what they've done. That's during the opening ceremony, during the
Mm,
course of the event,
yeah.
and just he has one thing, saying that for Enugu in the year 2026, it is about surpassing and beating what Ogun State they've done.
Yeah.
Yes, there have been lapses as well. Like I said yesterday on the show, I expect Enugu to look at the lapses from what Ogun State they've done and then they work better on that, not leaving other things unattended to. But fourth, we just concluded the National Sport Festival where teams are expected to depart that's the shores of Ogun State
Mm,
uh, before the end of today. Well, for Delta State, champions.
yeah.
I think they've showed their dominance in the last 5 years while they are the home of sports in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But surprisingly,
Mm,
yesterday also the medals table took a big turn. A big turn in what aspect? This is for the host state, Ogun State, leapfrogging that Bayelsa to go straight into that's the second position. That's understanding of the medals table. Because at the end of yesterday, Team Ogun gathered that 93 gold medals,
wow.
65 silver, and 80 bronze, a total of 238.
Wow.
While for Bayelsa, who are third, they had 92 gold medals, 65 silver, and 71 bronze medals. Makes a total of 228. But for the heavyweights, the champion, that's for Delta State, 337 medals in total, 126 gold medals, 100 silver, and 111 bronze medals. For the National Sport Festival yesterday, also, it took a big turn where Ija, that's the invited junior athlete
Mm,
who made their debut at the National Sport Festival, they were awarded as the youngest team and the youngest state. Of course, we know that they were awarded as the youngest state at the National Sport Festival,
mm,
and then there were that award also to the state that actually um, brought the contingents with the most female
mm.
yesterday, and also a shared proportion of that male and female that are the games. The states were also awarded yesterday.
All right.
But enough of other states. For your state,
Mm,
I think it was also a great one for us yesterday because we won up to three medals yesterday. That's talking about Team Oyo, a
BBC.
total of 126 medals. And you see
mm.
that Oyo State, they no carry last as well because indeed they tried with 38 gold medals, 38 silver,
All
and
right.
50 bronze medals
Okay.
to be placed sixth on the standing of the National Sport Festival.
Okay. You know what? The other time you mentioned the commissioner for sports in Enugu State, Mr. Lloyd Ike. Let's take a listen to him. And then when we come back, we'll come wrap up the National Sports Festival. The BBC, don't come yet. Don't come. Oh, hold on, because Alliance, you guys are trying to get in touch. We'll get in touch with you. But first, let's go to the National Sports Festival, where in the last few hours, the Commissioner for Youth and Sport in Enugu State has been talking about how they want to also raise the bar when they host the 23rd National Sports Festival. Let's take a listen to the Commissioner for Sport Development in Enugu State, Mr. Lloyd Ike. All right, so we'll have to see how we can check on that. So, Sam, is that's in a wrap. Hopefully, we can get that voice play to us. If not, we just have to look for another means to have that voice come up. So let's
First
see.
of all, it'd be nice to commend what they've done in Ogun State. It's been fantastic. The opening ceremony, the organization of the various events to international standard, the facilities, and everything around, ancillary to organizing this. So what you can expect in Enugu next year is outdoing this, taking it to another level, trying to improve on what's been done. So you can expect a world-class multi-sport event, a world-class sports festival from Enugu next year.
All right, so there you have it. Sam, is due to our time, I have to say bye to you and wish you Johnny Messi back to Ibadan in the next few hours.
Well, thank you so much, Peter.
All right.
Thank you to the people of Ibadan.
All right, thank you so much. Take some rest and then find your way back. All right, so let's head straight to the BBC. They can't wait. The FA Champions League final coming up this weekend. Hopefully, I have a few minutes, maybe one or two, to talk about that. And of course, see what happened the early hours of this morning. The French Open went straight into the early hours of this morning. The NBA also is about to go down. Match 5 done. We have to go to match 6 of the best of 7. Let's go to the BBC, quickly get their beats. And when we come back, we'll come wrap up the show. The BBC Premier League updates.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Shabnam Yunus-Jewel at the BBC Sports Centre. A father of 3 has been charged following the Liverpool parade crash in which 79 people were injured. Paul Doyle, who's 53 and a former Royal Marine, was arrested on Monday when a car ploughed into fans attending the Premier League champions' victory celebration. Manchester United say their winger Ahmad responded to supporters in Malaysia with an offensive gesture after being subject to serious personal abuse about his mother. The Ivory Coast international was pictured putting his middle finger up to fans outside the team's hotel in Kuala Lumpur on United's post-season tour. Chelsea fans are hoping the club can use victory in the Conference League as the catalyst for more success. They beat Real Betis 4-1 in the final on Wednesday to secure European football's third-tier competition. Former Chelsea fullback Mario Melchot says the achievement shouldn't be underestimated.
I know that you're Chelsea and you have to win the big things, but this is a great start for a team that is built to achieve bigger and better things because he's that young, so they can have a longevity. For him to achieve that now, I think is a great starting point. Look where the team came from.
And it would seem Chelsea have already begun their transfer business this summer. They look set to sign Ipswich Town striker Liam Delap after triggering a release clause of more than $40 million in his contract. Manchester United, Everton, Newcastle and Nottingham Forest are among the other clubs to have shown a serious interest in the player, while Manchester City also have a buyback option. And Arsenal are in advanced talks with defender Gabriel over a new contract. The Brazil international's deal expires in 2027, but it's understood new terms have been discussed with an agreement very close. And for more football news from the BBC, go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
All right, thank you, Nishal, for that. So let's quickly come back and see who we can take in 2 minutes, okay? Jalen Brunson scored 32 points as New York Knicks beat Indiana Pacers to keep alive their hopes of reaching the NBA Finals. Indiana remained one win from clinching the Eastern Conference Finals, but the Knicks claimed a 111-94 home win to cut their deficit to 3-2 in the best-of-7 series. Karl Anthony Towns played through an injury to score or to record 24 points and 13 rebounds as the third-seeded Knicks led throughout. All right, so there you have it. That will go to Game 6, and that will be on Saturday, early hours of Sunday here in this part. So, Jack Draper, got us talking last night. Won against Frenchman Gael Monfils 3-1 in the last game of the CS French Open on Thursday, Friday, because it ended up a little bit late, and that was the last game for the men, and for the women also the last game last night. So Darian Kaseskina won that game in 2 straight sets. That will be it for this morning. When we come in the afternoon, we'll have all 30 minutes to ourselves. We'll talk to FI Champions League final, talk about what's going to happen in the city of Ibadan, the watch party, the best in terms of the FI Champions League showcasing outside of the norm. I am Peter Man. Coming up on the hour is Baba Vendo.